Yo guys, Pokemon Master 556 here, and I've got PSA returns here today, probably number 31 or something. But we're gonna crack right into it. It's a Gem Mint 10 first edition base set Vulpix. Pretty hot card. I like that card a lot. One of my favorite commons. Gem Mint 10 Sandshrew. I haven't really gotten too many of those puppies. I'll be going over some of these cards as well. A lot of the nines, a lot of the cards that got nines really didn't deserve the grade. Like this one here, I'm pretty sure had nothing wrong with it at all. Like, you can't say that that's edgeware. That's nothing. Like, how does PSA grade a card like that and call that a 9? Nines aren't, or excuse me, 10s are supposed to be not even virtually flawless cards, so looking at that, you would think to yourself, that's definitely a 10. It's well centered and everything. Next up, this took me three times to grade this card for it to come back at 10. Never should have came back a 9 to begin with. So I just need the unlimited copy in a 10, in English, of course, and I will have all three of those same cards in 10, which will be awesome. Next up, this is the Pokemon Trader reverse foil. I won't really be going over many of those because those cards would just take way too long to find out what's wrong with them, scratches, etc. We'll just mainly be going over the first edition non-holo base cards. I got a Gem Mint 10 Politoed. This is already sold. It is not mine. It's my good buddy's. So he is going to be selling that to someone else. So maybe if you're watching this video, you'll get to see your card before you get it. We got a Mint 9 Zapdos Reverse Legendary Collection. Mint 9 Snorlax. God, I love the freaking reverses of these cards. So awesome. Machoke, Mint 9. I believe I'm missing 18 cards from this set, which means I'm getting very close to my complete 110 card set. It is mixed with 9s and 10s, because as you guys know, trying to get a 10 set of this would just be a slap in the face. It's way too difficult. So we got another PSA 9 Charmeleon. These cards sell really well and fetch quite a hefty price actually for a Charmeleon card. Pretty awesome. A lot of them sell for over 45 bucks actually, which is awesome. We got the Executor reverse Mint 9. Next up is a Pidgey. So this is a Mint 9. Looking this over, I would tell you that this centering is definitely better than 60/40. So therefore, it's 10 worthy. It's got good cut edges, good clean cuts on the front. So you can see there's a little bit of cardboard dust. But look how perfect the top of that is. Not a single thing wrong with that at all. Look at this. This is a Mint 9. Because of what? Because the corner has whiting that's not even on the card. What is up with you guys, PSA? This is an obvious 10. Very obvious. I think that the conspiracy goes to show you for PSA is that they are trying really, really hard not to give people 10s where 10s are deserved at all whatsoever at this moment. I might be cutting back on grading cards, just as Hisoka107 just recently told me. He had some bad returns as well. Probably just like these, where he's getting like 8 or 9 cards in 10. Looking this thing over, it's got good centering on it. Top to bottom a little off, but it's not so far off it wouldn't be able to not warrant a 10. And look at these cards. Sorry, that is my work phone. It is obnoxious. I forgot that I didn't turn it off before starting this video, so hopefully it doesn't go off rapid fire as it does sometimes. So I'll be lowering the volume down to alarm so it doesn't go off again. Sorry for that distraction, my dudes and ladies. Next up, we got a Mint 9 Magneton reverse. This will be going into my collection as well. Pretty sweet looking card. Next up, we got this Ivysaur Mint 9. I've graded this card 2 or 3 times now, and I don't know. I think that this one actually Maybe I graded this one twice. Looking it over, I mean, if you really get a good glance at it, look how perfect the top of that is. Nothing's wrong with it at all. The only thing that I could see that's wrong at all on this card might be that tiny, tiny speck there. But literally, what is going on, PSA? Like, I'll be sending off a bunch of regrades, probably with less non-holo cards, because I don't know what they're thinking. I'll be holding on to some cards for a while and grading them. So here's a Gem at 10 Nidoran. Well-centered, looks the same as the other ones on the fronts. We look at the back of this one, it looks to be just as good, if not just the same. Like, look, one little tiny, tiny speck right there on the bottom left. That's about it. I mean, this is a 10. Those other cards I showed you, aside from maybe Ivysaur, I could see that one maybe not getting a 10. But it's just ridiculous, PSA. Get on top of it, man. Do your jobs correctly. Don't be douchebags. So anyways, we got a Dark Persian reverse foil. Got a Mint 9. Got an Onyx with the Mint 9. Here's a good one. Gem Mint 10 Haunter. So this is a pretty good card to get a 10 of. Sell for over $100, actually. Looking this one over, I mean, look at the slight edge wear on that, and tell me why Ivysaur doesn't deserve a 10. I mean, it looks just as good, if not better. I mean, my Ivysaur. So I don't understand. So we got the Gem at 10 Metapod. Next up, this is an amazingly awesome card. Look at that. So I had to regrade this one. It came back a 7 the first time. I was like, no, that's BS. I'll grade this beast again, and look at that grade. Mint 9 OC off center. So that is awesome. This is the only one in the world that exists right now. Pretty awesome. So that'll be going out to my good friend Gem Mint Pokemon and or Zach, as you guys may know him if you know him at all. So that's an amazing card. Amazing grade. Very awesome. Quite unique indeed. Next up, we got my buddy's Typhlosion first edition. This was a regrade. Still came back a 9. I don't know if it's the centering, but it looks like it might just be barely pushing the 60-40. And I don't see that they damaged the card at all. It looks flawless on the back still. So we're going to be giving that a try number 3 to see if the card grades a 10 again. We're going to try to get that 10. So this is his other card here. It's just a sports card, which I am not familiar with. It's just a soccer card, but pretty cool though. Got a Gem Mint 10 for him. Happy for that. I got a Mint 9 Gust of Wind. Pretty good centering. Take a peeky at the back of this puppy. And yeah, once again, why is this grading a 9? I don't understand at all. I mean, I've been grading cards for long enough to know that my cards are deserving of 10s, that I send a lot of them. A lot of the cards I send in question of 9 or 10s, but I generally don't send in lower quality than 9s unless they're first edition base set holos. So this one is pretty sweet. It's a reverse holo Nidoking Gem Mint 10. I actually own 2 of these now, so this card will be for sale. Super gnarly card. I love it. It's freaking amazing. It's awesome to have more reverse holos come back as 10s. I know that I already have one, so that kind of sucks for me, but at least I could make back some of my money. Once again, PSA 9 Rockets Scyther EX, which really sucks. Still need that 10. Dark Crobat, Mint 9 from Neo Destiny, first edition, of course. Mint 9 Drowsy, that is well centered. No nicks or edgeware of any kind up there at the top. Really could say just about literally like nothing. I mean, look at that. If you're saying that's edgeware on the bottom right hand corner, you're smoking crack. This card is flawless. This card probably could have scored a pristine 10. So I don't know. PSA is definitely on one, on some sort of bender. This is my buddy's card. These were regrades. Pretty happy about these. This came back at 10. This is the Jolteon Play promo, Gem at 10. Pretty awesome card. And one even better here, Flareon Play promo, Gem at 10. So pretty awesome that he got those cards in 10 finally as regrades. Water Energy, Mint 9, well centered. Got a little bit of dust on it. These cards are actually one of the harder ones to grade in a 10 for energy cards. If you take a peek, if you want to focus, Mr. Camera. Sorry, my fingernails are a little dirty. They get pretty dirty when I'm working. I would say this card should have probably been graded a 10. This one was graded a 10, however. Gem Mint 10 Caterpie. Pretty awesome. We got a Gem Mint 10 Lightning Energy. Gem Mint 10 Machop. Yeah, they graded some of these cards in like bursts of 10. Kind of weird. Got Dark Slowbro Reverse Foil, Gem Mint 10. That's awesome. I didn't even have that card even graded in my set, and I got a 10 of it, so pretty happy considering there's a lot of rares in this card set. I got a Mint 9 Rhydon Reverse. Next up, we got a Light Dragonite. This one might have came back a 9 simply due to silvering on the edges. Some of the graders are not so harsh with silvering, but there is a tiny bit of edgeware on the bottom, so that might be a legitimate 9 for a change of pace there. So got the Gem Mint 10 on a Pidgey. Pretty good. I noticed that they only really like to grade my common cards as 10s a lot of the time. Every time I send rare or something, I gotta resend it in because they don't want to give it a 10. So we got the Pokemon Flute. I'm pretty sure that this card was flawless. I mean, that's not really edgeware that's on the card, as you can see. It's actually just the corner of it. So yeah, I mean, just all around amazing cards that I sent, and they just burnt me to the ground, trying to kill me. Got the Doduo in a Mint 9. Alright, next up we got the Diglett. They got the Gem Mint 10 grade. Let's take a quick peek at this one. Now, even this one, like, surprised they didn't grade this a 9 with how jerky they're being, like, just because of that little speck up there. But glad they didn't. I'm not going to complain that they gave me 10s on any of my cards. So, 10's a 10. But a 9's always generally probably at least 25% of them's a 10. So we got the Onyx 9. Whoopsies. Picking up and dropping cards. We got the Magnemite Gem Mint 10. And look at the color. Is it just me, or is the border of this one a little bit Looks a little darker. Maybe it's just because it's an electric type, but it's got like almost like a beige tint to it. Definitely looks a little bit different in comparison. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys think that I'm just crazy, but it does look a little darker. Huh. Don't know if it might have been discoloration or I don't know. It's got a Mint 9 Machop with his beer belly. Superpower beer belly. And if we take a look at this bad boy, see that that's perfect. And that's all that's wrong with it, just that speck. Literally just one speck. Easily a 10. Next up we got the Tentacruel Mint 9. And then this is an upgrade for me, Gem Mint 10 Hypno. So this is another rare, which is pretty sweet. Glad to have that aboard, Captain. Next up we got the Mysterious Fossil Mint 9. And then we got a Near Mint to Mint 8, which is I think the only one that graded an 8 out of all the cards that we sent, which was 62 or 63 cards. So not bad. I don't know why this one graded an 8. Maybe there's a small, tiny, like a really tiny dent on it, or maybe there's just a lot of scratches in the holo. I don't know, but if you look it over the back, you can definitely tell it's pretty good looking. But as I said, there may be some scratches in there, so I'll have to look that one over as well, because I don't want 8s in my collection, or this set that I'm grading, I should say. Tauros got a Mint 9. Next up we got the Coughing Mint 9. Just trying to speed this along, I know. We're just doing a little bit of reviewing over some of the cards for you guys, so you could kind of understand my frustrations here with PSA, and they've been really slow at grading cards as of late, and they're being jerks about how they're grading them too. So, got the Jinx, that's a Mint 9. Pidgeot, Mint 9. Got the Hitmonlee, Mint 9. Got a Motorcycle, poor PSA 1, because it's so annoying outside. I'm sure you guys could hear that. We got the Abra, Gem Mint 10. Pretty sweet. Love this card. So this one looks definitely gem. Only thing wrong with it was that tiny, tiny speck. So this one was definitely a super duper legit 10. I got another Potion, Gem Mint 10. Duo, Mint 9. This one very well could have just been my mistake in grading, thinking that it might have been 60-40, but it's kind of a bit off top to bottom, as you can see there. Mint 9 Abra, pretty solid centering there, looks pretty good on the front. As for the back of this little puppy, got a perfect back up there at the top. And that is literally it. That one extra tiny speck, which so many millions of cards have gotten by with 10s of. Next up we got the Seal, Gem Mint 10. And last but not least is a Mint 9 Rhyhorn. So not exactly the best card ever to get a 9 in, but I already have a 10 of it, so that'll be for sale also. Just pay attention to my eBay page and all that good stuff for certain cards, and stay tuned for more awesome videos. Peace, guys.